Language is extremely important for babies to be able to express their needs and their feelings to their parents and to other people. It's extremely important in terms of developing healthy relationship with their parents and with other people as well, and later to be able to develop healthy relationships with their peers and to be able to join in socially. Later as well in the classroom, in terms of being able to understand and learn from their teachers. And when parents position themselves face to face with their baby and tune in and listen to these sounds, the babies are learning that their sounds and their communication is important. And they're learning already how to take turns in conversations. When parents copy these sounds, babies are learning that they can talk back and forth, and they're encouraged to use more and more sounds in this way. Also by talking throughout everyday routines and activities, through nursery rhymes or singing songs together. Well, one part of the Ready Steady Grow service is the Parent-Child Psychological Support Programme, which are the baby and toddler developmental clinics here in Ballymun. And within that programme there's a multidisciplinary team, so it's public health nurses and myself, a speech and language therapist, working together to see babies every time they come for their developmental. And as well as the public health nurses looking at health and growth and development, I'm here to support parents in developing healthy interactions to support their baby's language development through this very important relationship right from the beginning.
With Ready Steady Go, it was great because Jamie was in every couple of months and he was getting everything checked, all his development done, speech and language way and everything like that. With Jamie, he'd be pointing to stuff. He'd point to stuff but wouldn't say it. So Sarah kind of gave me advice to get posters and stuff, and when he's pointing at stuff, to say it, to help him speak. And I kind of I practiced that at home and stuff, and it kind of worked.
Oral language skills are the building blocks on which literacy and numeracy development are based and require ongoing focus and development throughout the life cycle of children.
In the early years services, even though we're talking about literacy, and that is predominantly around children being able to read, the precursor to that is communication and speech and language.
A small group time, it gives us a good chance to talk to the children one-to-one as well. Like, as you can see, they're all concentrating, so it gives them a better language. If they want to know something, we would answer them and hopefully extend a new word every day with them. Around the school we would have pencils, note papers, clipboards, to encourage the children to, if they think of any thoughts, just write down. Like, one little boy turned around and said the other, his nanny is in England, I'm going to write her a letter. So he goes over, writes a letter. So we would give him an envelope and he'd post it.
Well, schools have a crucial role to play and are producing great results in terms of children's language and literacy development. The international evidence is there to show that a balanced literacy framework should be followed, and the four main areas of that include writing, reading comprehension, reading fluency and oral language. And there's evidence to show that equal amounts of time should be spent in each of these four areas.
We are delighted with the progress we have made, particularly in writing. And we are especially delighted with the enthusiasm the children have for writing. If you ask them to write a piece now, they'll ask you which genre. It's thanks to the whole staff who have done specific training in this area, and also to our 3 fully trained writing, reading and oral language tutors, that we have been able to make this progress in literacy and oral language.
Our whole school literacy plan was devised here by the staff. The whole school literacy plan combines the elements of reading, writing and oral language. Within our whole school plan we also have our fluency strategies, our comprehension strategies and our spelling. I think the biggest change that we've seen through implementing this plan is that the children have become much less apprehensive when it comes to their literacy. They have become more enthusiastic and the reluctance to write seems to be gone. We're also noticing success in our reading and in our writing throughout the school.
It's fun to read because you learn how to do words, and when you go into college you'll be reading a lot.
I love writing because some people don't love writing, but what if you couldn't write? You wouldn't get a good job or a good education, so it's good to write, and I love writing.
We talk to parents again about reading books to their children, and also about developing children's vocabulary, and just kind of showing parents how enjoyable it is to read a book with your child, and also to stimulate an interest in reading in the children. So some of the things we would do in Story Sacks and in the Incredible Book Club is hug books, kiss books, smell books, and just kind of get really, really excited about reading books and get children excited about reading books. It's helping to back up the work that the schools are doing, back up the work that the community groups are doing. I mean, if community groups, schools and parents are working together on developing children's literacy skills, well then the world is their oyster.
It's about kind of taking a book, making it more than just a book. You can get the book and you can just bring it completely to life, and the kids absolutely love it. They really do. And the difference in my reading to my 7-year-old and my 4-year-old in comparison to what I did for my 10 and my 14-year-old is completely different.
I suppose as youth workers we felt that it was vital for young people to be able to converse with their peers, be able to converse with, like in school, in a positive way. We felt it was a vital ingredient for us when we were planning programmes to integrate literacy into all our sessions.
Some of the spellings weren't great. We found that the Scrabble worked really, really well around their spellings and understanding.
They're becoming more confident in actually reading, researching, you know, and following through the process of that's planned for the session.